fossil before? Ah! Good grief. Look, I've been lying around here for more than 3 million years. I've got calcium deposits that are older than the both of you. Can't we just be friends?
But you're a skeleton.
Boy, you give a smart one here. Is that your final answer, or do you want to use a lifeline? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Am I talking or not? Wait till I decide to say. Buddy, you ain't heard nothing yet.
Wow.
In a way, all fossils can talk. By studying us, you can tell a whole lot of what has happened in the world so long ago.
I know that studying history is a good way to learn about where you are, where you're going, and where you came from.
Now you're talking. I'm Lucy.
I'm Tuck.
Charmed, I'm sure. Now come on, let my friends and me show you a little of what has happened in the world since I laid down here so long ago.
Weird, totally weird.
What do you expect, Hockey? Most of them have heads the size of a baseball. But there's still a lot we can learn from them about the past.
Who are those people over there, Lucy?
Ah, good question, Tuck. Those people are the Sumerians from the land of Mesopotamia. What you're looking at there is pretty typical for 3000 BC. That gal over there is the famous Gilgamesh.
People, work with me now. We've got to work together.
Who's that in Maker Queen?
I heard that. Now I know you're all used to working independently and getting along just fine. But it's 110 degrees here, and this land is as dry as a desert. Ma'am, what is it up to my family friend and servant? Okay, so it is a desert. But if we just work together a little bit, I think we can survive and build on the first great civilization that lasts for thousands of years.
Gilgamesh is right, everybody. Working together, we can make sure that nobody messes with Mesopotamia.
Well put, Bill. Well put.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now we've got rivers on both sides of this plain, and what are they called?
Rivers.
I know that, but what are the names of these rivers?
The Tigris and the Euphrates.
A plus. Now they've let our farm production to go way up. So what's the problem?
The problem, ma'am, is that we need a more efficient way to transport these goods to market.
Right you are, Enkidu. So who's got a suggestion?
Well, ma'am, I've been working on a system of currency that I think might help us keep track of what we trade and what we owe.
A capital idea. Write it down.
Write it down?
Write it down, ma'am?
Figure it out, Enkidu. I can't do everything. I'm so proud of all you guys. At this rate, we could build for the first great civilization that lasts for thousands of years right here in between our own two beautiful rivers.
Alive? Well, we'll see about that. Listen up, everybody. Here King Zoser of Egypt and his trusted servant Imhotep.
Wow, they look pretty good considering they lived 4,000 years ago.
King Zoser, grain is scarce.
I have no grain.
The fruit has all dried up.
Look at my fruit. It's completely dried up.
People are so desperate that they're robbing their neighbors.
Wow, look at that.
Children are crying, old people are sad to me. What are we going to do?
I know. Build me a pyramid.
But first, I will learn the name of the goddess of the Nile, and she will help us. Now, everyone, go to sleep at once.
I am Knum. That is K-H-N-U-M. The H is silent. I know the river Nile. When it covers the fields, it gives them life. Now the Nile will pour over the land without stopping. Plants will grow, bearing down with fruit. The years of starvation will be over. Thank you, and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Egyptians, I have had a marvelous and rather brief dream. The name of the goddess of the Nile is Knum. That's K-H. Oh, never mind. We must offer her gifts. The years of starvation have ended. Now, I know you're all hungry, but first things first. So we'll start with the giant pyramid, which shall be my tomb.
Well, not the entire Earth, Taki, but you're right, they really were an amazing civilization.
What could be more fun at this time than building pyramids?
Tut, tut, little tut. Very good question. And to help me answer it, let me introduce to you my wise and very good friend, Confucius.
Confucius says, "Good afternoon, young and curious adventurers from eras still to come."
Good afternoon, sir.
Confucius says, "Since you ask, I might inform you that at the same time Egypt was flourishing in the West, we of the East were creating dynasties of our own."
Does he always talk that way?
Confucius says, "I heard that."
Confucius was a brilliant teacher some 2,500 years ago, and he's right. Well, ancient Egypt was flourishing in the West. India and the dynasties of China were thriving in the East.
only can be gained by doing evil, they must not be held. Confucius says, "Don't worry that no one knows you, but seek to be worthy of being known." Confucius says, "What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others." Sound familiar?
This is the land of our dynasty, stronger than any on earth. Empire standing through unity. This is the land of rebirth. Mountains, monsoons, rivers, valleys, Himalayas,
Confucius says, like threads of silk, individually we are so fragile, but when woven together, we make a powerful tapestry.
They are still as a gift to us, weaving on fine tapestry. This is the strength and the all of us. This is our dynasty.
Confucius says, "Welcome to our dynasty."
We are the chorus of the ancient Greeks. We have to act together, so we practice for weeks. Listen very carefully, for when we speak, we will tell you of the wonders of the ancient Greeks.
No, that will never do. Nobody will believe you if you don't give it more emotion. Now, please, one more time with feeling.
We are the chorus of the ancient Greeks. We have to act together, so we practice for weeks. Listen very carefully, for when we speak, we will tell you of the wonders of the ancient Greeks.
Hi, Sophocles. Is the play almost finished? Terrible, just terrible, Herodotus. The festival in the Athens is not moving away, and I can't get the chorus to work together for anything. What's the new play even about? It's supposed to be about all the wonderful things of Greece, 1,000 years after we're all dead and gone. Sounds interesting. Oh, it's interesting. I just can't find the right hook to tie it all together.
How about the Odyssey?
No, Homer beat me to it.
How about Greece, the musical?
It'll never fly.
How about Greece is the word?
What did you say?
Greece. Greece is the word. And give it a good dance crew.
That's it.
Glad you thought of it.
This is great, Lucy. No bones about it. You really know your stuff. Get it? No bones about it? Huh? Get it?
I get it, kid. And you're right. Greece did have a lasting effect on the world, as did the ancient Romans.
Oh, I remember. The Romans were the first ones to try a real republic.
Not to mention expanding to one of the most powerful empires that ever existed, while you can still see signs of it as far away as Morocco, Iraq, and even England.
Wow.
Wow is right, and legend has it, all started with two young twin brothers and their dreams to build a city.
No rivers, I had a dream, and in my dream I saw 6 voters fly over the exact spot where we should build a city. No, Remus, I too had a dream, and in my dream I saw 12 vultures flying over the exact spot where we were finding babies in that basket and raised by that wolf. So that is where we should build the city. 6 is an omen from the God's side to us, and that's where we should build the city. 12 is a big number. 6, 12, 6, 12. I'm killing Mom! What does she care? She's a wolf for Pete's sake. Now I must kill you with this rock. And I'll call it Rome.
Miraculous, how's Rome coming along?
Yeah, Dominus, I heard that you were having some problems with your aqueducts. Look, guys, it can't be built in a day, you know.
No need to be sneaky, Miraculous.
Yeah, it just has to be ready for Caesar's big bash on Saturday night.
Oh, rats, I forgot all about it.
Don't worry, Roman one. The word is out, so the dresses like Hilda. We all set.
Okay, I have a little closet for them.
Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Invitation.
Well, that's about enough for one day. These old bones are aching and in need of a rest.
This has been such an amazing friendship, Lucy. I feel like you've learned so much.
No kidding, my brain can't hold another thing.
The great thing about learning about history is that you can learn so much about who we are and who we might become.
Doesn't that make you feel very, very small and insignificant, Lucy?
Not really, Taki. It just makes me feel a part of something bigger than myself. It makes me realize that anything anybody ever did before me changed the world for me.
That means that everything we do will change the world for those who follow us.
That's awesome.
We matter. So here's to the past, both big and small.
And here's to the future for one and all.
I don't know if this is going to work.
people that behind the scenes helped make all of this possible. Come out here. Miss Alyssa Quick has been my right-hand gal for this whole thing. She is an 11th grader. Yes. Sorry. All right, 11th grader here at Stillwater High School, and I probably wouldn't have survived this without her, so thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
In the back, running our spotlight, Miss Shelby Nair. Standing in front, doing all of my mic work, Mr. Sean Acock. And thank you to all of the wonderful parents who helped get all of these wonderful children behind you toga-tized, all right, in between scenes, so that I didn't have to worry that none of them were not dressed and ready to go. Thank you so much for sharing your children with me. It has been a wonderful drama production, and I will miss